And good evening, Rebels fans, and welcome out to Pizza Village on a beautiful Labor Day Monday night. This is the inaugural edition. Seems like we've done that a lot. This is the inaugural edition of the Coach Courville Show, and we are coming to you live from Pizza Village on Moss Street. I don't know if he's giving me the thumbs up or he's telling me it needs to be louder. It was much louder before we had this tremendous Rebels crowd. And, Coach, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it, man.
Can you hear him? Nope, you can't hear. Let's make sure we got you the right one on there. Say something again.
Appreciate you, Doug. No? Got this Cajun accent, maybe, I don't know.
Look, I think that it just, I think that perhaps, look, pretend like I didn't have the right coverage.
Right.
And you're having to go out again. No, don't do that.
Yeah, okay, we're way too loud here.
Coach Michael Courville joins us here. Beautiful first day in September. And, Coach, man, all of the jamborees and the scrimmages and all of that's out of the way. Mm-hmm. It's game week.
It is. Very excited to get back to work. You know, we had our 2 preseason games, scrimmage against Cecilia and jamboree against St. Martinville, both that we competed very well in. We're very happy with the results. So now it's time for it to happen for real.
Look, we're excited about it. We're going to talk about that all through the night. First, we want to give a big shout out to the folks here at Pizza Village. Cody and that group, they said, hey, let's bring them all here. And I said, you want them all? And here they are. So we're delighted to do that. You see the TC helmet in the background. It's we need something to kick this off, though. I think that's what we need. Nick, can you? We've got to. Let's do that. Can you get that for me, Nick? Nick's my buddy that does the color commentary for me back home, and he's helping this. But we want everybody's attention too in this too. I know it's difficult to do, but. We had to have something that commemorated the first show. So we've got a September 1st, 2025, the Coach Courville Show, and it's got Rebels and 446Sports on there. So if the camera can see that and everybody can see that, we want to take this opportunity, Coach, to present this to you, and you're going to be able to take and put it in your office, wherever you want to there, Coach.
Appreciate it, Doug.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's already going to fumble.
What happened? You see, does he got a He fumbled. I mean, the very first time he touched the ball, he fumbled.
Yeah, I'm on that case about that, so that's not very good.
We'll do that. Let's get a look in here. So that's in commemoration of our first ever Coach Courville Show. Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. That is, we're going to give one of those footballs away each and every week of the show. Our new sponsor, Beal and Hebert, Acadiana's hometown attorneys, are going to sponsor our game ball. So each Monday night from here on out, whoever we said was our deserving of the game ball, they're going to get that, and we'll talk to them. We'll bring them up, and we'll give them one of those footballs each week. And those footballs are made by BU Designs back there, one of our proud sponsors on there. So for senior mementos and different things like that. And Mrs. 446Sports is BU Design. She's actually in the house tonight, so what a great time it is. But, Coach, wanted you to have that. Congratulations on what you're doing here at Turlings Catholic. And, man, we're excited.
No, I appreciate it. It's a great gift. I really appreciate it. Be right up in the office and something I'm going to hold on to for a long time.
I hope you hold on to it better than you did when I handed it to you. But you see, I was poked the ball away.
That was good defense, man.
Look, I was going after. I don't give up on the play at all. So, anyway, it's going to be on display there. But, Coach, let's get in. Now, enough of all of that. This is a show where, to give everybody kind of an idea what we're going to do, we'll talk about last week's game. We'll talk to some of the players. Also, starting next week, we'll have our Southern Air of Acadiana cool play of the game. That's a game, a play that we said might have made a difference in it, but it was what we thought was the coolest play. And they're going, no, I'll eat after the show. That's one of the thing that we think is the coolest play of the game. Right. We're going to have that, so we'll award that along with our player of the game, and we'll have a lot of that. So take me back to the Jamboree. You guys came out and went 21-3 in that one. Munoz had, I think, a couple of touchdown passes. We saw Eli get a touchdown. He was on the show 2 weeks ago. Right. Might be some thought behind that if you're on the show and look what it does. I don't know. Munoz was on the show too. Right. Coach, tell me about the Jamboree a little bit.
Yeah, I thought we competed very well. You said 21-3. I thought the kids really played hard. You know, it's half a game, so it's tough to kind of get into a rhythm, you know. But like you said, Alex led the way on offense. I thought he did a great job in managing the game, kind of getting the offensive operation up to par. You know, defensively, we were led by Andrew Fruge, who had a great game, as well as Luke Hebert had a big interception that set up a touchdown.
That was number 42 that had that one. Yeah, that's right.
Junior safety for us. That's been playing really well in the last few preseason games. So very excited. You know, had special teams look good. You know, we had a real deep touchback and covered really well on a punt, blocked the punt by Carter Maha. So in all three phases, we got a good start.
And normally you don't see that opportunity in a jamboree game. So y'all were live kicking?
Oh yeah, it was a full game. I mean, it was a half a game, but everything was full and really a lot of fun.
After the game, you could tell it was business as usual. In the interview that we did with you realize all of that's behind you. And this Thursday night was going to get here pretty quick. You've got a pretty tough group in Opelousas. They're just a couple of years off a state championship that are going to be coming in for the home opener. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, you know, OHS coming, they said state champions 2 years ago, really established our program as becoming more of a powerhouse in Louisiana. And they have a new head coach in Harry Coleman.
Right.
So, you know, both of us are going for wins in our debut in our new school. So, you know, especially being a Thursday night game, you kind of have a lot of eyes, you know, focused on you, and especially with you guys now streaming. So, you know, we got a lot to get ready for.
And look, Harry was at Peabody last couple of years, too, locally there in Alexandria, of course, LSU fame. And everybody knows that Harry Coleman is, and so excited about that. There's a lot of rich tradition there in Opelousas, and so was the Thursday night game scheduled, or was it something to do with the officiating?
Oh, the officials, you know, we kind of just told, you know, most teams are going to have one per year, you know, just so ours fell on week one, something that really hadn't happened. I hadn't been a part of that in a very long time. I think, you know, I might have been in 7th, 8th grade when Turlings played at Notre Dame on a Thursday.
Not long ago is what you're saying.
No, it was a while back, you know. But, yeah, ours kind of fell early in week one, and that's fine, and we'll be ready to go.
Right. Well, we're looking forward to it, without a doubt. We'll talk to that in just a bit. I know that you've got your coordinators here tonight. And so here, to give everybody, again, an overview of the show, if they're new to what we do. They saw the one a couple of weeks ago. That was kind of kickoff of what it did. But we'll visit with you some. We'll talk to any of the coaches that you want to bring in, some of the players that you want to do, and we've got this microphone that is here. We only got one question last time, but any question you want to ask the coach, are you still up for that? They can ask you whatever they want to?
I don't have much of a choice for that, though.
You don't have a choice, no, because we're committed to it. So all you've got to do is drop a $100 bill there, and you can. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't cost you a thing to do any of that. Coach, who do you have in here with you tonight, coordinators that we're going to talk to, just to get an idea? Yeah,
we got Coach Bartavit, our defensive coordinator. He's been in this role a few years. Very blessed that he continued to work and be a part of the staff. And then we brought in Mike Richard as our offensive coordinator, a guy that has a lot of experience in college, and really has been a match made in heaven for me personally. What we want to do schematically and just him as a person, really fortunate and blessed to have those two guys having my back and calling offense and defense.
Look, since you and I have talked from day one, and every good coach does this, it's pointing at, look at the people that are working with me. This is not about the head coach. It's about everybody that's on there, because it looks like you're able to just look around at everything while your coordinators are working too.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, those two guys, listen, they handle the offense and defense. I'm running the special team, so I still have a major say in a role in a third of the game in that phase.
That's why you threw the block punt in. I did catch that.
I mean, they set up a score, so you got to have something in there. But
that's right.
Both those guys are truly phenomenal. Great coaches, great men, are tireless workers, and again, I can't be more fortunate to have them.
Coach Vitt was one of the first people when we came here way back on the very first meeting that we had, and we're walking out to practice. Came up and visited with us a little bit too, and that's great to see. Coach, we talked about family, and we've talked about it, and it's on display here tonight as well. What was that crowd like that traveled over to Como for that Kiwanis Jamboree? It was the first time to really, outside of the scrimmage, but, man, there's an excitement around.
Yeah, I kind of peeked my head. I wasn't super focused on the crowd, but you look, and there was a white out, and, our side was full. It was full, and everyone's in white Rebel shirts, and definitely, feel blessed to have the support that I have.
Look, I know we've covered this too, and it's just another game, but it is the coaching debut this weekend. How do you put all that behind you and just get to work?
Well, it's not about me, and it's not about the adults. It's about the kids, and trying to get those guys ready to go and have them as prepared as humanly possible is our job. So anything that's focused on me that need to be on the adults, it's on the kids, and we have a phenomenal group of young men on our team, especially our senior class. That I'm very blessed to have them as my first team.
Look, we've got to meet a lot of those guys. We went through and talked to some of them at the show a couple of Mondays ago, and they seem like a very tight-knit group. They seem the things you've done with the lift-a-thon. You see a lot of the lift-a-thon shirts going on in here tonight. Do you see something special about this group, especially led by those seniors?
For me, coming in, it didn't take very long to realize, it's the type of kids that Tarleton Catholic has always had. It kind of fits the mold, and the senior class is pretty true to that. And our mantra is together, and that's something that we've been focused on as a group. It's coming together, and going into a week 1 game, I feel as confident, that we're about as tight-knit as it could be.
Look, I think this Thursday night game might be good because you don't have to wait all the way to Friday to play it. It looks like if everybody is as antsy as you are and amped up and ready to go, man, I can't wait for Thursday night.
No, I speak for all of Rebel Nation that we're fired up.
Look, Rebel Nation is in the house tonight. Give yourselves a hand, of course. You guys are phenomenal. We're going to take our first break of the evening. When we come back, let's get into the coordinators. We'll talk to them, and we'll do that. We're doing it at Pizza Village, where we'll be each and every Monday night all the way to the middle of December. You good with that?
Oh, sure hope so.
We'll be back right after this.
Expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
Than you think, the National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
And we are back here at Pizza Village on a Monday night. Boy, seemed like it got a little bit loud. I don't know. Maybe it got too quiet in here. That's the only problem. It was great. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's for y'all. Is who that's for. Coach Mike Richard, Coach Bart Vitt are here. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. And guys, you've been on display through the scrimmage as well. Coach, we'll start with you. Defensively, what do you look to do to set the tone this week?
For us, we just talk about alignment and assignment. That's our big thing. Is we want to play smart, fast, and then physical.
Right.
It's all about recognizing what they're trying to do. The kids do a good job throughout the week of focusing in and seeing what we're throwing at them. And then it allows me as a play caller to open up the playbook a whole lot when they're when they're all in the right spots.
Look, you guys are going to face a lot of different offenses this year. The group that you've got assembled there, from what I've seen on tape earlier, look like they can adapt to just about anything.
Yeah, we're blessed to have, be able to have different personnel packages to kind of match up with what we see. We do see a lot of different things. We'll see tight end sets, we'll see spread sets, we'll see empty from every now and then. But we're blessed to have a defense that where we can kind of adapt to those things, and the kids, like I said, just knowing where to line up, makes a huge difference. When
you get to go against an offense that's led by this guy who's brought in, and he's look at the smile, he knows he did. They're putting up. How are those practices been?
It's been fun all summer long. We were able to get in about an hour each day in the summertime against each other, and there's nothing better than going up against somebody in an offense like ours, to get you prepared for the season, because you're not going to see much better than that, week in and week out, with the physicality of our offensive line, with the playmakers we got on the outside, and with the guy running the show for them. He's one of the best, in my opinion, in this area.
Look, Coach Mike Richard, offensively, you walk into pretty good tool chest there. You've got a large group on there, and you've had to, be smiling a lot when you see that.
Absolutely, man. The personnel we have, very senior heavy, but these kids, they want to compete every day.
Right.
They care about the Rebel pride. It means something to them. And as I've gotten here, they've established their own identity for their own team.
Right. You see, and the weapons that are out there, how do you control the game and say, look, this is not, we're not getting into X's and O's by any means, because I know any good coaches aren't going to give me any of those details, especially on live shows like this. But when you're game planning for it, is it a who we're playing, or is it they've got a plan for us?
It's a majority who we're playing. I like using the term. We like to put the pieces of the chessboard where we want them.
Right.
Then tack the best way against what they do.
Right.
Because a lot of teams they're going to constantly play certain things certain ways, and we want to take advantage of that with leverage and motion and stuff like that.
Look, you guys have shown to do that on there. You got Munoz at quarterback. It certainly does well throwing the ball in the pocket, but can take it and run. Gives defenses fits, preparing for it, and you know that certainly on there. But senior leadership like that, you don't see it that often.
Yeah, I've been knowing Alex since he was about 9. Me and his dad worked together at UL, and just he can throw and pass, but his leadership ability and his competitiveness has always shown up. I remember when he was 9, we were at a birthday party. We were playing wiffle ball.
Right.
I was all-time pitcher for my team. He had a walk-off on me to beat me, so I'm still kind of mad about it. Does he still
remind you of that?
No, I reminded him about it, though, and he started laughing.
Look, that's the stories that you don't get in the papers and in the updates and the stats, and that's what we try to do, is to tell some different stories on there. Coach, you go against an Opelousas team coming up Thursday that is historically and always is going to be solid defensively. They've got a new head coach there that's just about as fiery as any coach that there is in Harry Coleman. So what do you do to come out and attack Opelousas?
What I told the offense is we got to remember that team still has players that won a state championship 2 years ago.
That's correct.
So I told them our goal to go into this game is establish an identity early and just compete every snap.
Right.
And if we do what we do, it should take care of itself.
The tempo and that ability to go fast and to get the other team back on their heels just a little bit. Right. We talked to some of the offensive linemen. They kind of live for that. When they see some hands on some hips, like, okay, it's time to ramp it up a little bit more.
And absolutely. And then the OTAs over the summer, we tell them we already played the best defense. We're going to play that this year in Coach Bart's defense.
Right.
And we play, 4 practices a week, an hour.
Right.
So we played a game a week versus the best defense. So we're prepared in that regard, no doubt.
All right. And we saw the Jamboree 21-3. We saw the scrimmage. These games that are inter squads, who's getting the advantage in that one?
It's going back and forth all summer. That was the beauty of it. One day
I'm going to save you. I'm going to bail you out. I saw the same smile on both of you for there, so I just love that. But no, being able to do that, I don't think that people put as much stock in that as they should, that you're going against one of the best offenses, and you're going against one of the best defenses.
No, good on good is you can't get better than that.
Right.
There's no experience like that, and our guys getting that experience throughout the summer. I mean, it's gonna pay dividends throughout the season for sure.
When you guys got to hitting each other and got to it out of these tempers get to going.
Absolutely.
Passion gets to going.
Yes.
But I don't think you want to pull that down any.
No. These past couple of weeks, it was nice to finally go up against somebody else, because they could kind of release it a little bit differently.
Right.
It was nice not to have to, to be able to cheer each other on instead of going at each other. And the kids were good about, once the practice is over, it was over. But when it got down to it, we all competitors and we all want to win. So it was very competitive practices for sure.
Look, I don't think there's a coach here, unless it's just chaotic, that's going to try to pull that passion down at all.
Absolutely. We're going to show up every day ready to play, that's for sure.
Look.
And with these kids, they show up to practice. They're the kind of kids you say show up at 7, they're going to be padded up at 6:45, ready to play football for each other.
Look, there's a lot of kids that are arriving at 7 o'clock instead of being ready to go. And if you're on time, You're late. That's what I'm talking about. Look, it's exciting. I'm glad that this game is Thursday night, so you don't have to wait an extra day on that. Coach, let me ask you this. Your plays are there. You're starting the game off. You script in the first 10, 12, 15 plays, or is that? So
the way I work is we say it's an opening 9, but it's really how the game goes from there.
Right.
It's our favorite 9 plays.
Right.
It might not be in a row, but in some sort of order, those 9's going to get called first 9.
Look, it's one of those games where it takes you into the second quarter to get to number 9 because you're scoring on a lot of 1 through 7s.
We hope so. Either that or we're eating the clock away, one or the other.
Right. Coach, your defense, when they're able to go out there and create that turnover, they had the big interception the other night that sets up a score. How does that fuel and get everybody on that defense just fired up?
If you were watching, you saw the eruption just after those turnovers. Those turnovers calls. We had one against Cecilia in the scrimmage that we were able to score upon, and then we got the big interception against this past Thursday night. And it just brings everybody. You see that the whole defense come out. Not just the guys on the field; they're all supporting each other. The offense gets pumped up. So it's a major emotional, and just big a change of momentum. That's what we want to do. We want to change momentum. And throughout this offseason, we started talking about our defensive goals, and one of the things we want to do is a stat that's come up a lot lately in the defensive world is havoc rate.
Right.
We want to create havoc.
Havoc rate.
Havoc
I like
rate.
that.
Yes,
I like that.
Havoc rate, and we want to cause takeaways on defense, or we want to at least put the offense in a situation where they got to speed it up.
There you go.
We want them speeding it up.
Let me ask y'all a question too. Away from the kids, away from the film, how much time do you spend going, all right, what are we doing in this situation? How am I attacking this? Or I saw that, what are we doing here? What's the relationship with you guys here?
Well, I got a bad habit that once I leave the office, I can't put it to bed. I'll be dreaming, waking up in the middle of the night with anxiety what's going to happen in the game.
Not me, I sleep peaceful. No, I don't.
Yeah. One of the coaches' wives had to get on him for texting too early this past week. So it's definitely that. We'll text back and forth, a lot. But in the office we'll bounce stuff off of each other. And we're good about hey, I want to see this week. We need to see this more, or can we get this drill work together? And it's been great working together. Just getting everything we need out of each other, and the kids, giving us that, each and every day.
Well, Thursday night lights are here. We're not going to have the Friday night light on there, so you guys will just all take off on Friday. Won't watch any football. Won't.
I can't promise that.
I can't promise. I don't see that happening either on there. Coach Mike Richard, Coach Bartvitt, we appreciate you guys sitting down with us here at Pizza Village, and looking forward to many, many more weeks of visiting with you guys, and looking forward to a big one Thursday night.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate everything y'all do for us.
Go Rebels.
See, there you go. Once a rebel, always a rebel. I've worked all week on that. There you go. Guys, we'll be right back here. We are at Pizza Village on Mall Street, where we're going to be every Monday night till the middle of December. You make sure that you come out and join us. We'll be right back right after this.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the LeLeux Group, we've helped families take that first big step and then the next. From starter homes to forever homes, we're here for the moments that matter most. Because the best real estate experience doesn't just find you a house, it helps you build a life.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
For over 40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana, let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
We are back to Pizza Village here on Moss Street. Probably a mile or so from campus, Coach, is about all we are?
A mile or two.
A mile or two, yeah. We're not far. It's right up the road. Want to give a big shout out to the folks here at Pizza Village, of course, Guillory Chiropractic, the LeLeux Group, Southern Air of Acadiana, Acadian Ambulance, and our brand new game ball sponsor, Beal and Hebert. Coach, the community really getting involved in this. That's what we love to see. Absolutely. So big shout out to everyone there. Guillory Chiropractic will be our scoreboard sponsor. So anytime you want to see what the score is, you just look down at the bottom and you will see the Guillory Chiropractic scoreboard. So there you go. That getting my plugs out of the way. We've got to do that. Coach, an opportunity to start and talk with the players on here too. Why don't you introduce who we have with us?
Yeah, we got Jack Snyder, who's a senior defensive end for us, number 99. Kid that I'm fond of, kid that I coach really hard, and he's got a chance to do something special this year.
Is that true? Coaches you pretty hard?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Tell me, let me see. All right, say that.
Yes, sir.
All right, there we go. We got you back in there. As a senior, leader of that defense, Coach Vitt, we just talked to him on there too. You could see that smile when he talks about the intensity that you guys play with. How has it been playing under Coach Vitt?
Oh, it's amazing. He's a really good play caller. He notices everything the other team does. He's very good at his job. It's a great pleasure to have him.
Defensively, how much better is it going against that offense at practice that's out there?
It's all the difference. Going against some of the best O-linemen in the state every single day, it makes me so much better. It makes all of our team much better.
What do you think you've picked up in your game from your junior season to here?
I like to think I've gotten better at being able to read the kind of blocks that the O-line's giving,
right,
and making my move based off of what they do.
You have a favorite move? We won't give it away. I hate to point that out on there too. Just yes?
Yes, I do.
You got your signature?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll talk about that off the air. We don't give out anything that's on there. Look, did you see Coach in there? He's like, wait a minute, don't answer that question. I'm trained not to. I shut those questions down. I shut those questions down on there as well. Coach, give me your thoughts on the young man.
I think Jack's a great guy. He really is. He's a quiet leader, not a guy that's going to be very vocal, but he's going to show up every day. He's going to do exactly what we ask him to do, and he's going to have fun doing it. So very fortunate to have Jack and all the seniors. But like I said, I'm fond of Jack, and he's a kid that really works hard.
I mean, guys on this team, seniors, what kind of senior class is on this year's team?
This is what as
in number.
There's 30
seniors, okay. But what kind of legacy, and that's where I think the answer that you were going, what is that group saying, you know what, we're going to leave here at TC before we're gone?
Well, this is definitely one of the most tight-knit groups of kids I've ever seen at a class level, and we all just work really hard. We want to build a legacy that just doing what's right and all staying together.
Right. When you have things like the lift-a-thon and the different things that you do away from football, what do you think that does?
it just like it gives us another reason to all be together. It really like keeps our team close. It gives everyone a reason to like just be together and get hyped for each other.
Game day's coming a day early. It'll be Thursday against a very tough Opelousas team. On there, your final first game to come out under the lights on there too. What is that moment like for you?
Oh, it's a big deal for me. I've been thinking about it. I'm ready to just go out there and make a statement and just show what our team can do.
Coach, there's a time where all the pomp and all the circumstance goes away and you got to get on there. The coin toss is up, the whistle blows. How do they take that energy and channel it out onto the field?
Yeah, we try to do a good job in our program of having the kids remain calm until it's time to get going,
Right.
So a lot of times people can kind of burn out and kind of exude too much energy early on in the process in the pregame, all that type of stuff. So, we're conscious about that and trying to hold them back as much as we can until it's time to go. But this group and especially the senior class, when it's time to go, I'm confident that they'll be ready.
Been with you guys just this summer, Coach has. You got a favorite story yet? One of those good ones? Pretend like he's not listening on there either.
I love how he gets fired up at sometimes it'll be the smallest things and it'll get him fired up, and he's just very colorful.
Now, see, y'all say that, but every time I talk to him, he's just calm and reserved like this. Guys, isn't this normally how he is? They're not answering that at all.
They're smart kids, man. You don't believe me. They know what they're doing there.
They know what they're not going to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Either on there. You guys went 9-1 last year in the regular season, too. Great to build off of. You bring most everybody back out of that, too. What are your goals this year, game to game, getting better? We all know what the end goal is. What do you want to do game by game to improve for you?
I think we just want to not make the same mistakes that we made in the week before. We need to just take it week by week, make sure we're 1-0 every single week throughout the season, and just keep that
I just love it. Yeah, that look, 1-0 each week. That's exactly what you're talking about on there. Man, your legacy that's here, these younger players. You see the freshmen and sophomore, they're contributing. Those that are just coming up. As a senior in this tight-knit family, because, together is on everything. It's Team 68. It's this group. What do you show to those younger guys to say, look, when your senior time comes, this is where you need to be?
We try to lead by example. We try to stay together. We try to include the younger people in what we do oftentimes. And we just try to show them and get them exposed to that as much as possible so they'll carry it on for their years. 3
quick questions for you, and we're going to let you out of here. 1, favorite memory, non-football related, your time at Turling's Catholic.
Non-football related. I really like prom, homecoming, stuff like that.
There you go. We'll take, yeah, absolutely. That's not bad. All right, these are the easiest 2 questions that you'll get. These are softballs. These are easy ones. Favorite subject?
Art.
Least favorite? I'm not saying teacher. Don't you look in there and tell them, don't say a name. Least favorite?
Least interesting, I'd probably say English.
All right, there you go. Look, I struggled with it then, and I struggle with it today, so it'll be all right. Appreciate you, my man, for being on here. It was a great job. Round of applause here for one of the leaders of the senior class there. Great job. I tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to let them rotate, so we won't go to another break on here. We'll just let you hop off and get another one in. Coach, who do you want to get up here?
Let's see.
This is
give me Christian Moe. I think Moe would be a good one.
There you go.
Moe. With this senior class, as freshmen, it's a semifinal run, as sophomore semifinals. Last year they won 10 games. So it's kind of been one of the things that I've kind of tried to, instill in them is that they can leave the school as one of the best, maybe not, or maybe even the best class to come through the school. So they're motivated every day, but they really do have to try to do something special. So.
And that's a tough thing because there's been just a lot of great classes that have come through here on there. When you hear Coach talk about your group being able to leave here as one of the highest winning teams on there, how does it make you feel?
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, being able to get out of here and leave some stuff behind you. What does he play? What position?
He's an outside linebacker.
You don't think. Just go get the ball.
He's an entertainer, so I make sure to get him up here.
He's an entertainer.
That's right. I mean, around me, at least.
What's your go-to move to get folks going?
I just try to make them laugh, I guess. I get them going on the sideline.
Look, let me tell you, before this year is over with, you're going to be comfortable and everything's going to be just fine, man. I can't wait to see you out there on the field. We'll ask some of the questions that we talked about earlier there. A favorite memory of your time here at TC?
Definitely just go and eat after a big win, after the games or something as a team. We all go eat together.
To Pizza Village on Moss Street. There you go. That's my plan. That's what yes.
Yeah, definitely been here a couple times after a big win.
There you go. And every question that I ask ends up the same way. Spending time with the guys, family, together, brotherhood. Man, is it really that deep?
It is, yeah. I mean, we're always together as a team outside of football. We do everything together. We're really like a family.
How does that motivate you guys to pick each other up if there's a misstep, drive each other, encourage each other? What's that bring to the field?
I mean, on the field, we play for each other at the end of the day. I mean, everything we do, it pushes us. You see your friends working hard, you're going to work hard with them.
There you go. The intensity that you guys have in practice, that hour where you're going good on good, how has that helped your game?
Good on good.
The time that you're going against the ones on offense.
Oh, yeah, I mean, good people are going to make you play better. I mean, going against the ones, going against like Drake on the O-line, I mean, it's going to be making me better, making anyone better.
Coach, your thoughts on him, on Christian. What's the thing that you see that says, you know what, that's what makes him special?
You know, the biggest thing that I think Christian probably flashed the most in the Jamboree. You know, he's a guy that's kind of really fighting for playing time, and he earned more playing time from last Thursday. So, you know, as a staff, we walked in the office and he said, do you see Mo? You know, Christian really stepped up to the plate, and really proud of him for that.
That lets you know that the work that you're putting in is certainly getting noticed. So what does that fuel you to go do at tomorrow's practice or in the game?
I mean, I like showing out. I like earning more playing time. It makes me want to work harder.
Look, that linebacker mentality is one of those of let's go get it. When you get onto the field, what's going on in your mind?
I'm just thinking about how I'm going to execute my job, what I can do, and where I need to line up and what I need to do to succeed on that play.
What's it been like under Coach Vitt as the defensive coordinator?
Coach who?
Coach Vitt, Coach Bart.
Coach Bart. Oh, I love Coach Bart. He always pushes me to work harder. He encourages you when you do well. Yeah, I love him as a coach.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to Thursday night as well. We appreciate you stopping by with us, Christian.
Yes, sir.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, Coach, we'll continue to talk to some players. We'll do all of that right when we come back. Guys, we are at Pizza Village, where we're going to be each and every Monday night. I am Doug Gann, and you're watching the Coach Courville Show on 446 Sports.
40 years, Tim's Southern Air of Acadiana has kept homes cool, safe, and running strong, day or night. From expert air conditioning services to dependable whole home generators, our certified team is always ready when you need us most. We're not just technicians, we're neighbors who care. Southern Air of Acadiana. Let us bear it. Call 337-339-9661 or visit timsac.com.
And we are back here at Pizza Village. I have to remember where we're at on there, too. That big sign in the corner ought to tell me on there. Of course, you saw our Southern Air of Acadiana commercial. They are our Cool Play sponsor this year. And of course, we'll name our game ball sponsor each week, brought to you by Beal and Hebert. We appreciate all the love that we've been shown. Coach, got another one of your players here. Tell me who we have.
Yeah, we got Ian Schwander, number 21, tailback. We moved him from wide receiver to tailback. He's a kid that when I got hired, I was doing after-school workouts. He was in track, and as a kid, I asked him, who's that guy over there?
Right.
And, they said he's a junior, and I was fired up, And they said he plays receiver. I said he's built more like a running back for us, and he made that. We made that move with him, and he was excited about it. And he's really flourished in that role, and I couldn't be more proud of him. He's a guy that that said, he's always hurt type thing. No, but Christian's been a staple for us, and like I said, I'm very proud of him.
Look, and it paid off. I think he had a touchdown in the jamboree. How is it hearing that when he saw you, he's like, look, running back, what's going on? Coach, I'm a wide receiver. What are you thinking?
I mean, I've been a receiver for 3 years, and I played running back in middle school. So once I heard that from the coaches, I was just like, okay, maybe this is my chance. Like, this is my way to get on the field. This is what I should do.
Right, and that's when you see that. And you see that on the field, having the experience over there, that's got to help you on a wheel route out of the backfield pretty good, huh?
Right. Coach Richard, he can be creative. We have Ian out of the backfield that can catch, but all our tailbacks, Casey Evans can catch, EDB can catch. We're very multiple and kids that can do a lot of things.
Look, I know the media that's around here every day talks well about you guys. Getting that and getting those reps out there, knowing the running backs that are in there with you, what are you guys learning from each other?
I mean, we all work together. We all learn from each other. We could see who's doing good, how we can improve each other, and just keep working, keep getting better.
You guys are ready to go for Thursday night, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look, that's jamborees and scrimmages are wonderful. You're not hitting each other anymore, but this time it's for real. And anybody that we talk to, look, and Coach, we'll tell you the same thing. It's not about, I know you like to one game at a time, but these goals are on there to go out there. You've got a very tough district. You've got goals to get to the dome on there. What do you guys have to do just to keep everybody together to build and grow each week?
I mean, I don't think we need to change anything. I think we're doing what it takes right now. Obviously improve every week, get better, and just stick to what we've been doing. I think we're on the right track to doing great things.
I love that. Look, I'm telling you, I got to believe if you pointed that wall and had him run through it, he's not going to stop till he's on the other side of it.
No, Ian's like that, and a lot of the kids are. We really are fortunate. And I told our staff, we had a staff meeting on Saturday, that these kids really believe in us, and it's our job. I think we have a very good team. It's the adults' job to become a great team, because these kids will run through the wall for us, and we have them. And it's a great feeling.
Look, I am looking forward to being here each and every week and following this. Excited about streaming that on 446 Sports, and delighted that the Rebel Nation has invited us. You see how easily I say that now?
It took you a while,
but we got it, Coach. That's what summer practice is about.
You're ready for week one. You got it now.
Look, I'm telling you, I'm so ready for it. All right, your time at TC. Tell me how that's been. How have you grown from freshman to where you're at now?
Yeah, so I started as a receiver up until my junior year, and it was a little bumpy. I had a couple injuries, a couple hamstring problems, and now I'm finally healthy, finally moved to a new position. I'm ready. I'm excited to see what I can do on the field.
Academic-wise, social-wise, tell somebody why TC is the place they need to be.
I mean, Turling's Catholic is like the best. I mean, it's the family, the atmosphere, the culture, everything. it's a place that I want to go to. I want to go back, like in the sense that obviously I love being home, but I love school even more. I love being with my guys. I love going to school. I have fun at Turlings. It's just a great school. It's a great program, everything.
That's what I'm talking about. What's a game day tradition for you? You wake up this Thursday and this is on the schedule. What are you doing?
Obviously prayer. Always pray. Always just stay calm until it's time to turn it on.
Turn it on like that.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about, man. You guys are ready for Thursday?
Yes, sir.
There you go. What do you think is your favorite memory that you've had football-wise over the last? We've talked about some other stuff, but football-wise, what's that one game that you said this is one we'll remember?
A game? I mean, if you're talking about like playing in a game, I really couldn't because I was injured.
Well,
but
no, just a memory of it that you have. Yeah.
Yeah, an experience for sure. The lift-a-thon, that was some of the most fun I've ever had at Turlings. I think we really grew closer as a team.
There you go. I love it, Coach. Just I can see why the excitement level and the anticipation is where it's at with this group.
Yeah, like you said with Ian, you feel, as my role, you feel sorry for a kid like that. I don't really have a memory on the field, but it's going to happen for him here soon. I'm happy that we got him in the end zone last Thursday, and I think you expect to see him there a few more times this season.
Look, I can't wait. I can't wait. Ian, appreciate you stopping in and visiting with us on here tonight, my friend. Best of luck to you, and let's go get them Thursday.
Thank you.
There you go. Great job out of this young man, too. Coach, we got time for just to wrap things up, I think. Or do you have one more that you want to get in? You tell me.
You know what? Let's have a little fun here. Let's get AJ Price up here.
AJ.
Come on.
Oh, I remember AJ. Yes,
Yeah,
come on. We're going to swap spots with him. Ian, we appreciate you stopping in with us, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There you go. Ian joining us now here. We'll swap places. Had AJ at Media Day with you. I remember that. My man AJ making it back over here. What's happening, brother? Hang on, we'll turn that back on, and now they can hear you too. So when Coach said we wanted to have a little fun, he said, let's get AJ. I don't understand that, Coach.
AJ is kind of like, it's a weird guy because he's very smart, he's very bright. He sounds like a surfer dude. He talks like this, dude. My name's Ashton, but he's just an awesome guy and a lot more tough than he sounds.
Look, everything that we say. What's your response there?
He's right.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
He's right.
Look, my favorite moment, and it's early on, so I'm collecting them as well as in our media interviews. We have the players spell their first names and their last names and what position and what class they are. Do you remember the question I asked you?
Said, spell out my name twice. First name twice. I was like, AJ.
AJ, that's right. We had to do it again. No, I loved it. That was great. Man, you guys are ready to go this week.
Oh, for sure.
All of that summer and the 7v7 nonsense is over with. Man, tell me about what's going on, getting ready for Thursday.
It's a lot of just preparation for the game plan, like what we expect for them to, I guess, bring. I think just we game plan specifically for like what they're going to show, and I just think that every day we come with a purpose to know what we're trying to exploit in their defense and in their offense. So every day we come out there with the purpose.
See, and I've heard that from a lot of people on there tonight and through the time that we've talked. You're showing up with a purpose on there, not just showing up to practice. What is that purpose that you guys have?
It's basically just that we come with a chip on our shoulder to knowing that we're going to not just outwork them, but we're going to outsmart them. We're going to, be more prepared. It's all about being more prepared.
You guys look at a lot of film?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure.
What do you think a day? What's a day like for AJ?
If it's a school day, it'll probably just go in my classes. I'll get the 7th hour. We'll go through about half of our period. We'll be lifting.
Right.
So offense will probably be lifting first. Defense will be in meetings. They're probably watching film, kind of going over their week and their game plan, and then it will switch. Offense will go to meetings. Defense will lift. And then we'll just go out to practice, have a little meeting before, and then we just go out there and, kind of just put it all together.
Coach, probably took me through practice as well as anyone has on one of those two. One of those leaders that you know that's out there that if you got a clipboard and you got to step away, I think you could probably hand it to him.
AJ, yeah, we have a few kids like that. AJ's certainly one of them. He's a kid, has seen it as a quarterback, also now being a tight end and being a receiver, has kind of been more well-versed in the game and understand the offense. And certainly, he's definitely a kid that's a leader. But I think if I had to pick one, I think Alex Munoz could probably do my job better than me. So I'm holding on to it while I got it.
He told us that he could. He told us earlier that he could do it better.
Right.
No, I didn't.
No, it's okay.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. The guys that you have out there, it looks like there's just a lot of chemistry between the skill players. The offensive line is doing what the offensive line does on there too. When you guys are in the huddle and you're set to go, I mean, it's got to be you guys are picking up no matter who the play is going to.
Yeah, we're picking each other up. We know that even if we're not getting the ball or plays going the opposite way, we know our brother on the side of us is, we know what they're going to do. We know that we trust each other, that they're going to do the right thing, and we all do that together. We know we're going to be successful.
There you go. All right, we'll ask you the same couple of questions that we did with everybody on there. You've had a chance to study this on there. Favorite subject?
I'd go with history.
Least favorite?
Math.
All right, that shocks me. I pictured you as a math guy, but we'll do that. What is it about history that you like?
I just like how it's interesting, learning about just the history of our world, kind of the stupid mistakes people have made before us, I guess.
Look, that's not called history. That's called current events, my friend. It's what that is. Boy, this world is something else. AJ, it's a pleasure having you on here, man. When Coach said we'll have some fun on here, this is certainly it. You guys have a big one Thursday night. Looking forward to being back here with you Monday night. Looking forward to catching that game on the live stream as well and seeing what you guys do and move to 1-0.
For sure.
AJ Price, spell your first name for me?
AJ.
There you go. Couldn't do it without there. Going to take our final break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up with Coach. And, Coach zipped through this night, didn't we?
Yes, it goes by fast when you're having fun. So.
Look, indeed it does. We're going to have a lot of that at Pizza Village on Monday nights here on Mall Street. Come on out and join us. You don't have any time tonight because we're wrapping it up, but be here and get here early. The crowd that is on here is just incredible, but I expected nothing less from my Rebel family.
That's it.
Did you hear that? My Rebel.
Dude, you've had all this time in July to get all the kinks, man.
I don't know that everybody knows.
You're bought in now, man.
Look, once a Rebel, always a Rebel. We'll be back right after this. You're watching the Coach Courville Show on 446 Sports.
You can start a rewarding career as an emergency medical technician sooner than you think. The National EMS Academy, a division of Acadian Ambulance, can train you in just 12 weeks at their campuses in Alexandria, Baton Rouge, Covington, Lafayette, Lake Charles, New Orleans, and Thibodaux. Students who complete the class and pass the National Registry exam are eligible to work for Acadian Ambulance. Classes start soon. Learn more at becomeamedic.com.
And we are back to Pizza Village on a Monday night, and when the baby gets here, you know that it's the wrap-up. And what a great tradition that is, Coach.
She kind of stole the show.
Hang on, there you go. There
she
you
stole
go.
the show our last meeting, so I figured, give a little bit more screen time. I'm gonna get the views up a little bit.
That's it. Look, anything's an improvement on this, I promise you. So that's just great, and it just goes to show you that family is what we've talked about here. Coach, you look out over the crowd that has made it in here tonight, and the question that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, I said, man, it's Labor Day. I don't know what kind of a crowd we'll get out here, and you said.
Not to worry.
Not to worry.
Don't worry
and
about that.
look, we're gonna have. I'm gonna get the camera next time. We're gonna have one out here on the crowd as well, because they do such a great job. It is purely and truly family that we talked about. We thank the folks at Pizza Village for being a part of it. What does Tuesday, Wednesday look like for you with the Thursday game?
Yeah, everything is just sped up a day. So we actually practiced yesterday on a Sunday, and it became our Monday. Tomorrow is going to be more of a walkthrough day. It'll be typical Wednesday as far as kind of get the game plan. I told the kids today it's all about mental sharpness tomorrow. Kind of get the body a rest. We'll kind of crank it back up again on Wednesday. And then on Thursday it's time to execute.
Look, game day kickoff is at 7 o'clock. They'll be able to come out. So here's what we tell everybody, and this is rare. Don't watch our broadcast. Get out to the stands and go support these student athletes and these people that are in the band and cheer and dance line and support groups.
Right.
Come back and watch the game afterwards. Don't watch it live. It's up forever. You can go to our Roku channel. You can go to YouTube. You can go to Facebook. Go support these kids. They've been putting in the work. That's where they need to be.
Right.
So don't watch us. But it will be streamed for you. Our viewership goes through the roof after the games are over with, Coach. But what is your day like? 7 o'clock, I know a lot of coaches count backwards. So when does your day say, all right, at 2:06, this is what we're doing?
All right, well, my day starts up. I get to bring this little girl to daycare. That's a blessing, on the way to school.
I love the football headband thing.
Mama doesn't play. She's going to make sure she's ready to go. Our schedule at Charleston Catholic, as far as the school day, is a little different. We have a rotation, so for me, it's kind of like I mentioned before, it's kind of tough. I don't get the kids the same time every day, but it's going through the day and getting ready for 3 o'clock sharp practice. That's kind of how we roll.
Well, your game day presentation, though, so y'all are going out there at 3 o'clock and going through some stuff, or
on game day.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah,
okay, our game day schedule. We'll give them a little. We'll eat. We'll have a prayer service. That's been really great. We'll have prayer. We'll eat. Then we'll kind of get some kids to kind of relax, and then we'll walk through some things, special teams wise, O&D. And then kind of have our group walk to the stadium. We hang on the multi-purpose building before we get out there. But like I said, kind of go through some mental stuff, kind of stay sharp, and then not to get the kids too amped up, kind of have them relax and cool. And then when it's time to go, it's time to go.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Look, I'm loving it and looking forward to it. All of our Rebel Nation fans, make sure that you show up this Thursday night. Kickoff is at 7 p.m., so make sure that you get out there. I got to believe get out there early because it's going to be a packed house.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I believe so. Just something new as being a Thursday night, kind of being the only real game in the area.
Right.
I think there's a lot of opportunity for people to come out. If you can't make it, 446 is a great option. And our game can be viewed statewide and nationally. So I think it's a huge benefit to us and our program and getting our brand out there. But, I certainly expect the Rebel Stadium to be packed Thursday night.
Well, if it's any indication of what we saw in here this evening, ground's going to be shaking around Turlings Catholic on this Thursday night. The inaugural edition of the Coach Courville Show is in the books. Coach, I couldn't have expected it to go any better than it did tonight. To all of the fans that made it out here tonight, you ain't seen nothing yet. It's going to be a lot of fun this season, I assure you. You guys go out, watch the game Thursday, come back and watch it here on 446 Sports. After that, we will have our Beal and Hebert game ball that we'll give out. We'll have our Southern Air of Acadiana cool play of the game, and who knows what else we'll have next Monday night. Make sure you're out here 6:30 to 7:30 for the Coach Courville Show on 446 Sports. For Coach Mikey Courville, I am Doug Gann and all of the TC Nation. God bless you all and good night.
Thanks, Doug.